Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We are here at the chess.com Classic, the Champions Chess Tour. It's the second edition, second tournament of the Champions Chess Tour, and we are going to have a lot of fun. We have a very big clash here between Gukesh Fedoeev, Pragg versus Liren, and we also have between Arjun Erigaisi and Nepo. So it's going to be very exciting. We are also looking forward to having the cams of the players. So a very warm welcome to everyone in the chat. I hope you guys are doing well because this tournament is the qualifier for the EWC World Cup. That's the Esports World Cup. And yeah, who will make it there is the big question. Will these Indian youngsters do well? We have 3 Indian players here. Hello, hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have Gukesh versus. Here you can see Gukesh versus Fedoeev. Then we have Nodirbek here. Sorry, Ding versus Praggnanandhaa. And we also have Yan Nepomniachtchi versus Arjun. So a lot at stake today. And let me take you through some of the slides to show you what exactly is going to happen today. These are the pairings of the event. So you can see here the pairings are on your screen. We have Magnus versus Duda, MVL versus Caruana. So these are the players who are playing here. And we also have Praggnanandhaa versus Ding, Hikaru, Levon, Gukesh, Fedoeev, Nepo, Arjun. Very exciting. Guys, who do you think will come out on top? Pragg versus Ding. Here we have Nepo versus Arjun and Gukesh versus. It's also going to be very exciting to see Gukesh fighting out at 10+0. The time control is just 10+0. It's very tough time control actually. People in the chat like Pragg, Gukesh, Pragg, Magnus. Actually, for Magnus to face one of the Indian players, it could very well happen. Actually, it will only happen in the next round or next to next round because actually Indians are not in the same bracket as Magnus. So if someone wants to play Magnus, it'll take a lot of time. Okay. We have some camera here. Oh, we have Magnus in the house here. Wow. So one of the cameras working. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see if I can put it up here nicely. Magnus Carlsen is taking on Krzysztof Duda. So it's going to be a huge clash there. And Magnus, of course, in his Team Liquid outfit. Guys, this is actually a big one for Magnus also because he would love to do well here for his team. But he's already qualified to the EWC World Cup because to the Esports World Cup because he scored 100 points, right, in the first already, the first one. So I don't think he has any problems of qualification here. And very soon, I hope we will get other cameras as well. There we can see Magnus. Oh, we also have Duda here on. Let's see if we can get Duda on the screen. पूरा चालू है हाँ
हाँ कर ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है फिट टू स्क्रीन ओह नहीं वो वन नहीं है वन नहीं है हाँ चल रहा
guys, I'm just trying to set up everything here.
बीच बीच में जा रहा है
so that we can have all the games flowing. Amruta's health is not so good, nor is mine actually. Today we both are like retired, hurt players. But I think we'll try our best to do as much as we can. The game should start anytime soon, guys. I think they haven't begun yet, but I think they'll start very soon. Pragg ding. So waiting for the cameras to come up here. बाकी पण चालू झाले का yes, we'll try to be as effective as possible, but I don't think the games have started yet. Have they? I think they're all waiting. बाकीचं बघ ना
स्क्रीन चालू पण
आहे ना Ooh, and the games have started. It seems Ding Liren versus Praggnanandhaa. The game starts with c4 here. Guys, we'll get the cameras very soon. e6, g3, d5, hitting in the center, bishop g2. The former world champion Ding Liren takes on Pragg. I would say to some extent Pragg is the small favorite in this encounter. Oh, we have the Catalan on the board now. Let's also see Gukesh versus Fedoeev. Huh? दुसरा नाही चालू आहे दुसरा कोणताही नाही चालू आहे ना गुकेश And look at this game, guys. Gukesh versus Fedoeev. It starts off with c4 by Gukesh. And by the way, Fedoeev is the man in form. So for Gukesh, this is going to be a very tricky round. Takes, bishop g2. Knight goes back. Gukesh castles. And b4. Boom. He plays a6. A very important point is if you take with the bishop, I believe Gukesh's main idea here is to take, give a check and win this bishop. If you go back, I'll just take it. And it hangs. So b4 a6, bishop b2, bishop d6 played, and this is the live board position. Let's have a look at what's going on between Arjun Erigaisi and Jan Nepomniachtchi, because here Arjun has the black pieces and it is e4 e5. They played the Rui Lopez, c5, knight c3, and he gets his knight into the center of the board, does Jan Nepomniachtchi, but Arjun's knight on c4 very strong, attacking here. Queen d3, and this is the live board position. Arjun has a nice game out of the opening. Okay, do we have the bars? Let's check if we can get the bars. Then you can at least follow some of the results and what is happening. Let's see. If the bars work, it will be epic. Oh, they are working. Guys, bars are working. Bars are working. Let me get you the bars at least. So you know what's. Let's have Magnus, Hikaru, Gukesh, Arjun, Pragg. Okay. मे बी अमृत आता एकच जागेवर चालणार असणार.
ठीक आहे, तुझ्या इथे नसेल
नाही येते, बंद करावं लागेल.
मुकेश पण झाले, सगळे झाले.
आता बंद कर एक वेळ, ओबीएसच बंद कर.
हे चालू, हे पण बंद करू.
आता चालू ते कर ना. Yeah, there we have all the bars working now. So you know what's happening in all the games.
बाकी अच्छा म्हणून येणार केलं बंद.
Sorry guys, just trying to make sure that we have the player cams working, but somehow seems to be wrong. Not so sure what.
Another idea is if it is working more. You can connect Zoom.
Well, I had prepared all the scenes and everything, but it seems like this is not going to.
Reset. Can you click on Pragg and set reset transform? Reset to full screen एक बार. Set to full screen. Set to full screen.
Good.
Transform board. आलाय ना मागे देखा.
It's not working.
Post clear है ना देख त्याच्यावर.
Oh. Okay, guys. So Gukesh here, yeah, he played a3, castles, d3, rook b8, knight d2, opening up his bishop here, knight d4, e3, goes back to b5, and now knight e4. Gukesh looking seriously better here, guys. Knight c4 takes, bishop takes, c6 played, and now queen h5. Wow. Queen e7, a4, pushing the knight away, knight c7, and Gukesh is almost having a decisive edge. Actually, he could have first taken and then played f4, but he goes directly f4, bishop b4, knight e5, and Fedoeev is fighting back. Well, he's a big fighter. Bishop takes knight.
मला आयडिया आली. मी ते 2 मिनिट सेट करते. झूम कॉल करते.
Try करो. Okay, so guys, now after queen f6 played, f5, queen f6, Gukesh is very slightly worse. I mean, slightly better. But he goes rook b1. He now wants to unleash this on the long diagonal. So if rook takes e5, how is Gukesh going to respond? He will take here. Queen takes and then take on b4. Okay, let's quickly check what is up with Praggnanandhaa. Pragg here equal against Liren. Brings his bishop out and maybe take. There is knight takes. So he goes knight a5, bishop e4, knight c4. And now Pragg is clearly better. Pragg is clearly better here, guys. But how exactly is the question? Well, the best move is knight d4. But it's not so easy to understand knight d4. Because after take, pawn takes, rook takes, queen takes, it looks equal. But actually queen c5, and Pragg is clearly better because of this pin. Okay, let's see if he plays this. Ding ne ki hai galti, dosto. Guys, all those who have joined in here, do like the stream. आज थोड़ा start में hiccups है, but we'll have all the cameras nicely placed and you guys will enjoy. We have only right now Magnus working, but then we'll have everyone on the screen and बहुत मजा आएगा ये tournament में. Big shout out to the Chesscom team for putting together this event. And for now, Arjun Erigaisi and Jan Nepomniachtchi looks around even, but maybe Ajubai can put some pressure. Go. Guys, now the internet should be fine. Sorry for that small lag in between, but it should all be good. I've changed my internet connection as well, so that should not be an issue. Oh, Gukesh is completely winning against Fedoeev. Wow, that would be, I mean, I don't want to say an upset because, you know, Gukesh is an amazing player, but Fedoeev, the form he has been in of late has been just amazing. G4 check. B6. D4 played. And now Gukesh can just play rook e7, attack the bishop and get in here. And he will be winning. Guys, Guki winning. और वो लोग फिक्स कर रहे हैं, वो बोले हाँ.
तब तक भेज
Update the bars. Yeah, let's update the bars. Bishop c6. Let's go with the rook. Rook to f6 is a winning move here for Gukesh. It's totally crushing it. Bishop b5. Now chop this off. Brings the other rook in.
भेजा
And white is totally dominating. Let's see what Pragg is up to after knight c4, knight d4. Did this happen? Praggnanandhaa act clearly better against Ding. Takes, knight c3. a3 takes the pawn. And Pragg is better, but don't know if he can win this endgame. What about Arjun? Ajjubai. Maybe it's already a draw between him and... No, he's pressing with black. Ajjubai. Pawn up. No, equal pawns. हाँ नहीं शेयर मत कर, वो तेरा वर्चुअल कैम से करना तो ज़्यादा बेटर होगा.
अलग अलग जगह पे
हम्म
4 अलग सीन के OBS
सीन चेंज होगा तो उधर चेंज होगा ना.
सीन में ठीक है. OBS ही
Got it. Okay, got it. ये ले शेयर कर. Done.
एक टाइम पे एक ही कर सकते हैं. किसका करूँ?
Okay, let's go to Gukesh. Gukesh on the verge of winning, guys. अभी के लिए गुकेश का कर. गुकेश जो भी स्क्रीन में दिखाएगी वो आएगा. हाँ. Guys, look at Amruta here with the genius that she is. Gukesh won. Gukesh won. Let's go to Pragg game. Draw by Arjun. अरे Pragg जीत रहा है. Better for Pragg. Not so much though.
तो zoom को ऊपर लाना. स्टार्ट वर्चुअल करते हुए थे.
Oh, he's winning.
हो गया.
He's completely winning. Something knight h1 he has to find. Finds it. Yes.
स्टार्ट वर्चुअल कैमरा करो. अभी एक ही.
रुको. Guys, we want to show you the final image of both of them. Yeah, there we have it. Let's go. Look at Ding. He's so unhappy. And now with these 2 pawns, he's winning. Let's go. Pragg wins. Ding goes out of the room. And Praggnanandhaa wins. Amruta. Pragg wins. Gukesh wins. And Arjun draws. Let's go. Guys, let's go. Okay. Guys, Amruta OP in the chat for the camera, Sai Prasad says. Yes, Amruta made it happen. She's trying to, but somehow we wanted everything here. It didn't work out so well, but I hope next round it'll work out. Oh, they're back.
They're playing.
Again started. Second game.
I don't know, maybe.
Or this is, did they start again? No, Amruta.
But then
They are just sitting. Oh,
What?
nice.
Oh, what about this? Oh yeah.
Look at Arjun's disco light.
No, it's the fan.
Okay, Amruta, you are a genius, really. What you have set up.
Right, this one. Magnus is on the table, by the way. Maybe I should share his also. Oh, Magnus Duda there, back. Huh? Do you want me to also add Magnus Duda in this? But I will press share and then maybe it will.
अभी क्यों कौन सा आ रहा है? Oh, Magnus Duda. Nice. This is insane, Amruta. Guys, all of you, please drink a lot of water.
Otherwise, kidneys.
I have been detected through with a stone actually in my stomach.
Many stones.
One stone only.
नहीं 3 थे.
नहीं अभी तक वो confirm नहीं है. But one stone because of which there is a lot of pain in my stomach. So that's why I couldn't. I was not feeling well. But I'm getting better now. It is 3 mm size, very small actually. Round 2 about to start, guys. Round 2 about to start. Amruta, can we see other players also?
Whichever you ask, I'll change.
Oh, Ding Pragg. Sahi. Ajju bhai. They started.
Which
Okay.
one do you want?
Right, let's start with Ajju bhai.
Sure.
एक मिनट अमृता, I'll be back. अर्जुन कैमरा को क्या कर रहे का इतना डिस्को है? So Arjun starts with now white pieces. The first game was a draw, so it's a interesting position. We also have next one between Fedoseev and Gukesh. If we can have a look at that one, there we have many moves have been played. Let's flip over. Oh, this is one of Gukesh's favorite lines, guys. Fedoseev. Oh my god, this is very interesting because Gukesh here has scored many wins, and one of his favorite sort of moves here is h5 h4. He plays this very dangerously, this line. तो मजा आएगा. First bishop d7 perhaps to protect this pawn. There are famous games of Gukesh in this line. But it seems Fedoseev has come well prepared. Bishop c3. He's angling at the f6 knight. Oh, update the bars. Yes, I have to update the bars as well. I don't know if the bars. Oh, bars अपने आप ही update हो रहे. Crazy भाई. I have to every time go for the new one. Okay, got it. ठीक है. मुझे लगा अपने आप ही अपडेट हो जाएंगे. Guys, updating the bars first, then the games. 1 second, just tuck, add selected game bars, create unique link, and changing the bars here. All good. Okay, this is good now. And Gukesh pushes his pawn to c5. Now a very powerful move is bishop e5. By the way, Gukesh has the 1 point lead here, and we have been speaking about Gukesh not being very good at blitz. So Fedoseev actually chose him for this encounter because he finished first in the playoffs yesterday. He actually had a choice to make who would he play against, and he chose Gukesh out of all the 8 players. Let's go and check what's up with Pragg now. So Pragg the Thug playing against Ding. And there we have. And Pragg playing with the white pieces. Pragg always keeps moving this way in online chess. You know, he's always moving back and forth. So he plays b3. Okay. Pragg does not change his strategy from the Grand Chess Tour. He plays the same opening that had worked for him. Queen e2, queen b6, king h1, takes, queen a6, and this is the position.
ठीक है ना, this round में use these cameras अगर
हाँ
setting में time जाएगा नहीं तो.
हाँ ठीक है ना, एक बार से.
This is winning.
Gukesh is winning?
It's a chat.
What? No way. Let's go to Gukesh. Whoa, not winning, but he seems to have. His opponent played bishop f4, which was not the best move. And then Gukesh pushed his pawn forward, c4, knight c3. He pushes d4, takes, queen takes. Crazy. Oh, अमृता. नहीं नहीं, मैग्नस नहीं है, ये देखना है अभी. कैमराज में वो बॉर्डर दिख रहा है, फिक्स करो. कौन सा? हाँ, नहीं ठीक है ना? I think everything is good. Guys, everything is good. He takes on c4. प्रग एंड डिंग में दिखता है वो, ऐसे लोग बोल रहे हैं. ओके. So guys, Gukesh has an equal position if he takes this pawn here. Yes, he's doing well. And Ajju Bhai here having a crazy game right now against Jan Nepomniachtchi. If you see, the black king is exposed. The number of pieces on the board is equal. Actually, white is a pawn up. But king is all alone and Jan is actually playing here. I think anything can happen in this game. Very, very complicated game. I'm a little bit worried about this.
Fan.
Yeah, like it's like a disco thing.
Should I crop it?
No, you can't do anything. No, don't. A5. Oh, it's working, Amruta, now. Look at this. We have Duda.
Maybe you can set it later, no? Right now everything is set here. 5 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
Focus on the games.
बात सही है. Next round के लिए set करता हूँ. Yes, guys, Amruta is right. But now it's working.
Gukesh is winning. That's very.
Gukesh is winning. People are crazy, yeah, just saying Gukesh is winning, Gukesh is winning. He's not winning, guys. Bishop c5, but he's not oh, knight d5 was winning. Oh, I knew this tactic was there, guys. Black to play and win. Oh no, Guki missed. Guki missed. Oh. He was winning, he missed here, guys. What's the winning move? Pranay Akula, very good. Amazing job by Pranay. Rookie won. Yes, absolutely right. Just winning the queen. Otherwise, if bishop blocks, you can always take it. So big miss there. Gukesh trusted Fedoeev. And now it's equal again. Ah, big chance, Navya. Yes. And what about Pragg and Ding? Pragg is slightly better, guys. He has a very nice position. Remember, there's no increment. This is the same time control that we will see at the EWC, that is the Esports World Cup. 10 minutes plus 0 seconds increment. Good to see Ding after a long time, says Aditya Bhopale. Yes, exactly. Sai Prasad says Amruta ko bulao for commentary. Amruta is coughing very badly, so she is helping us with switching of the cameras. She is here with us in spirit. Amruta, can you give a fist bump? Oh, nice. There she is, guys. And Amruta, should we check what Ajuba is doing? Oh, it's still roundabout even the position. ठीक है. Arjun is wearing his esports team ka shirt, Gen G ka shirt. Guys, it is actually 4-game match between these two players, all those who are playing. Let's see what Gukesh is up to. After knight takes, bishop takes, rook c8 by Gukesh, and rook c8, and now rook d1. Very nice move. Actually, the best was to take with the bishop here, but instead he took with the rook. And now Gukesh is worse because the moment he moves his bishop, what is it that his opponent will load on him after bishop f6? Guys, go for it. AK Ishan says, भाई साहब गुकी ने आज चार्ज होके आया है. Yes, Yash Ganiga, very good. Naman Moore, Manan Matukia, Kushanawa Naha, yes, brilliant. If the bishop goes back, then take here and he loses a pawn. Although this still could be drawish, but Gukesh is a little bit surprised at this point and is thinking about what to do. Hi bhai, bar ko thoda bada karo. Maybe in next round I'll keep only the main 5 bars, yeah, instead of 7. Then so takes, king takes, rook takes. Let's hope that Gukesh manages to hold here. He's a pawn down. You can see Fedoeev being super focused here. So this one, let's see if he's able to do something here. Meanwhile, Pragg looks slightly better with white, with more space, but it also seems very difficult right now to break in here because you can see here it's a little weird position that we have. Too many pieces on the board, and now Ding actually getting an advantage. If he finds queen c5, yes, he finds it. Pragg in trouble. The reason being that there is this huge pin down here, and if he takes, then after bishop c5 there's a pin down here, so the rook on d1 is unprotected. So a lot of problems. Knight jumping in here, knight attacking here, bishop attacking here. Pragg is in some trouble now. So Pragg Ding. Meanwhile, oh, big mistake here by Jan Nepomniachtchi against Arjun. And now he must go e4. Oh, he goes 97. But e4 with the idea of queen h3 was very strong. But he took, king takes, queen f5. And now it's actually black who is slightly better because has the extra piece. Actually, Arjun sacked a piece, yeah, somewhere. So AB, rook a4, knight d4. And he just sacked here. Oh, amazing. Check. And here, king f6 was maybe better perhaps for black, than the game. And here Arjun had to play e4, but he went, very tough move by the way. He went this, queen f5, and now Jan finds the best defense. But still, it could be anyone's battle here. Pragg blunder, Ding brilliancy. Oh my god, queen c5. Yeah, we saw this, queen c5. Queen f3, a big mistake. Ding finds an amazing move. Well, it's not so tough by the way, guys, because look at this. If knight takes, oh, knight takes, the queen is attacked. But bishop takes, queen takes, and then rook d1 is hanging because this knight is pinned. Whoa. Insane tactics here by Ding Liren. Takes on c3, and this time I don't see this Pragg being able to save this. If he saves this, it will be huge. Also, Ding has 3 minutes 17 seconds. Pragg has 1 minute 29 seconds. What about Guki? Is Gukesh? Oh, Gukesh is losing. He's worse. He's pawn down. It's very tough to hold. Rook e4. Now just king d3. Come in with your king, and then the a4 pawn will fall. So Gukesh losing. Pragg losing. Ajjubai, what is he up to? Ajjubai makes a huge blunder. Rook takes g2. Is game over. Because after takes, king takes, there is check from this side. If you play with your rook, this rook is hanging. If you go now king g1, there is rook g8. If you go king h1, there is bishop f3. Oh my god, can Nepo find it? He has fifth. Did he find it? F3? No, he doesn't find it. Ajjubai back in the game. Guys, tactically, all the players making a lot of mistakes. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is epic stuff here. Epic stuff going on. Will Ajjubai fight back? Rook g8, good move, putting pressure here on g2. Pragg comeback, can't believe it. Oh my god, I mean, no way. Guys, this game is gone. There's no way Pragg makes a comeback here. f5, he's losing a piece. Very possible that Pragg might just resign here. Queen g6, fe4. And, oh, what is this? Gukesh? Game over. Gukesh resigned? Oh my god, 1-1 in Gukesh versus Fedoeev. Wow. And going now to Arjun versus bishop f3. Arjun is losing. Bishop f3, rook f3, but makes king Nepo not being sharp at all. Guys, this is more exciting than the Pragg game because Pragg is definitely lost, while Arjun still has some chances against Nepo. Although he's piece down, the black king is exposed, and when the time runs low, anything can happen. Rapid is all about speed and accuracy. Yes. Oh, by the way, do you want to sack here? I think now you win the... Oh, sorry, this king was in between. Now he's threatening. Oh, draw. Maybe a draw. Oh, there is 10. Oh, it's a 10-minute game. Correct. Oh, now Nepo is thinking if he plays king g6, it will be a draw. But if he puts his rook, he's losing the pawn. It's going to end in a draw. Ajjubai might get the draw. Oh, Nepo actually gave up the pawn. f4, what? Opening up the bishop. कुछ भी होगा दोस्तों, क्या होने वाला है? Guys, remember there's no increment. That's why Arjun is playing so fast. He's 26 seconds. He needs to go. Arjun, 22 seconds. Rookie 1 played. Queen b2. Oh, rook takes g2 is game over. Finds it. Beautiful move. And now this is hanging. And if you take here, even was made. Nepo wins. Whew. What about Pragg? Pragg is still playing. Can't believe it. Oh, and guys, there's no increment. So maybe Pragg gets some chance. Pragg the thug. Piece down, though. I mean, logically, there should be no chance here. But Pragg is like, let me try my luck. If there's anything. He's threatening some check stuff here. But I'm so happy to see Ding back in action. And if he beats Pragg here, it'll be like an amazing match. Because right now Pragg is leading 1 out of 1. It'll be 1-1. Actually, Fedoeev is... Gukesh is also 1-1. Pragg has only 11 seconds. Ding has 40 seconds. I don't think Pragg is going to survive this in any way. Look at that. Look at Ding's king. He's running. The Ding walk. The Ding walk. Check. King here. Check. अरे king किधर जा रहा है? Wow. The king is now safe. And Pragg is like, what the hell did I play? And Ding wins. 1-1. 1-1. Wow. Okay, Amruta, time to set up the cameras now if I can. Okay, guys, this is Magnus here. Just trying to fix his camera here. And this is Duda here. So this is one game. Let's see if we can make this work, all of it, and then we will have no issues. Then we have Pragg. This is the, sorry, Gukesh. Cancel and group 13. Oh, yes. So this is working. This is Fedoeev here. Amazing. And this is Guki here. That's also amazing. Just trying to fix everything before the next game begins. Then we can have like a top-notch broadcast. Until now, Amruta was like amazing with this, her idea of, the zoom camera and all. Good. So now we have Fedoeev also here. And now it's working good. Something had gone wrong because which I was not able to crop it. Now this is good. So we have Fedoeev here. We have Guki here. Let's go to Pragg. Pragg. Okay. There we have Pragg.
All okay?
Yeah, just setting it up.
Games have started here.
Not yet, I think.
They are in front of the screen.
Oh, Amruta is here. Let's go, Amruta Mokal. How are you? Okay, Amruta is here only in spirit with us because she can't talk much. But that's great, Amruta. Thank you for joining in. Because the moment she starts talking, she starts coughing. So, Amruta, can
I
you?
can talk, but little and very low volume. So
I think you should not be commentating and you should not be talking. It's just great to have you in spirit here. Okay, Pragg is set. Now we have, I think,
guys, even when I'm not here, keep reminding Sagar to drink water. Guys, let's play dumb charades.
क्या पूछा तुमने? I think the game might start anytime. Not yet started. There we have now a Jubai on our screen. Did Amruta, did people understand what you asked?
Mm, no.
Okay, the games have started. Okay, I think I have managed to set up most of the things. Let's see if I can. It's amazing, Amruta, that we both are sitting here. You can't talk, and I am adjusting and okay. Um, excellent. Guys, give me 1 minute, just last minute.
Can change this.
एक मिनट में जरा हो रहा है किसको गुकेश गेम नो शुरू नहीं हुआ अभी तक Amruta, if this doesn't work, what I'm trying, maybe you have to go back and change the cam.
I have it all set.
Okay. So for now, it seems it's working all well. Okay. So let's see. First, we have Guki game here.
Guys, cookie is white.
Yeah,
And
Gukesh
it
is
looks
white.
very interesting.
Yes, Amruta. So here we have the game started with c4, e6, and we had the queen's gambit declined. The score is 1-1. First game went to Gukesh. Oh, update bars. भाई कितना अमृता कितना चीज रहना करना पड़ रहा है. Oh,
Guys, किडनी स्टोन हुआ है, थोड़ा शांति से.
okay, we have the bars now. So knight h5, he took, bishop d6. Gukesh gives up his bishop and now puts his king on g2. He has a nice knight in the center. Knight b5, c4, bishop e2, and already this position is looking great for black. So Gukesh under some pressure here. That's for sure. क्या हुआ?
Complexities.
Oh. Thanks, Amrita. Let's have Pragg here. अरे रुको ना, पानी बाद में पियेंगे, पहले Pragg को लाते हैं. Pragg का गेम. Pragg ding. Also 1-1 is the score. Oh my god, they just traded everything. They just traded everything, Amruta. It's a draw already. same move करके अब exchange कर दिया. Okay, this is a draw. Let's see if Arjun works now. Arjun Erigaisi versus oh, Arjun is better. My god. What the hell happened in this game? So they played like some. Oh, Arjun played like the perk defense, Amruta. Are you both husband and wife? Someone is asking. Takes e5 played, and perhaps this was already a great position for Yan, but something happened, Amruta. Maybe this knight h2 move not so great. He had to jump here because he allowed Arjun to attack on a2. You see, with the queen and the bishop, and then he played b3. Arjun took. He pushed his pawn. He took knight g4. Arjun came back, checked, king back, knight e3, and Arjun says, I'm just couple of pawns up now. So Arjun is completely better. Amruta, now everything is set. I have actually made some amazing setup here. ये देखो. Which game we want to go? Pragg game. आएगा, वो थोड़ा टाइम लगता है. दोनों ड्रॉ कर लिए शायद. ओ दे ड्रू. ड्रॉ हो गया. But ऐसे टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए ना? हाँ? So we'll make it like that it remains active all the time. Okay, let's go to Fedoeev versus Gukesh. This is a very interesting and exciting game. I thought something happened and I joked or something. यार फेडोसिव इतना अच्छा कैसे खेलने लगा है यार? Playing so well. And if Gukesh loses this game, then it will be 2-1 lead for Fedoeev.
How many games?
4 best of 4 है.
Oh. Lost.
It's still possible, no, to fight this game. It's not like completely losing for Gukesh.
E5.
By the way, this is the very famous Gukesh room. We have a room tour on our channel of this room. He's playing from there. F6. If I take here, Amruta, then queen h5 check and you lose this. No, if you push g4, then queen h3 and you lose this. So actually this pawn, beautiful move, yeah? Tactics. I think Gukesh can go back with his king, but then he loses a very key pawn. Key pawn.
What should he play?
So actually the best move for him would be queen e3. Trading queens. But after f6. He hasn't played yet. Guki flexing all his trophies. He played? Huh? What happened?
This one. F6.
हाँ नहीं, white ने नहीं खेला अभी तक.
What's the best way? Best way.
Queen e3, Amruta.
What happened?
You're asking same question again and again. Queen e3, fe3, fe5, rook d6. Some hopes for Guki to hold here. But he's thinking now. Gukesh down to 3 minutes 53 seconds. Wait,
No.
दिख गया. Why should we record it?
I didn't.
Oh, Gukesh played f6, queen d4. But instead of taking here, his opponent, I mean taking on a3, he took here. Acha, you showed all this analysis with arrows.
No.
Okay, Gukesh is now lost after rook c8.
Arjun.
Arjun won? Arre, Ajubhai won! Guys, look at this. Ajubhai here. Bishop e2, knight e4. He went in. Oh, he also stopped the H file from opening with this beautiful move. A5. Oh, now score is 1.5, 1.5 in this game.
Duda winning.
Duda is winning against Magnus. Nice. Amruta, now it's just completely you push, that should be winning. But maybe like push King D1 and Gukesh may have some chances to hold. He has to try something else. Finds the best move again. Rook E8 and now Rook F8 and Gukesh can resign.
Oh,
Finds it.
crazy.
No, Fedoeev is monster, yeah. He's a complete monster right now. He's playing such brilliant chess. And there you see he gets up. Gukesh resigns. 2-1 down. Amruta. Fedoeev. 2-1 up in the match. Gukesh must win now. Very tough.
With black.
With black to beat Fedoeev. And Gukesh is of course unhappy. He started off with a win. Then had next round he lost. And this one was a complete crush.
Magnus.
So have Amruta this another interesting format of full screen which we can show our viewers where we can have the players. Guys, I had made a lot of preparations today, but unfortunately something went wrong and couldn't really make the stream as amazing as we wanted in terms of technical stuff. But I think look at Fedoeev reviewing his game and seeing what he could have done better. अभी ऐसे करो. Hmm? So Gukesh lost, Pragg drew. And is there any other game that's going on right now that we can see? Ah, Magnus Duda. See if we can. Magnus Duda. But Magnus is playing Duda and Duda is not on his chair. Not so sure what's happening here. Maybe Duda is playing from somewhere else. Naira Boy says Fedoseev is indeed playing incredible chess. That's true. But can Gukesh make a comeback? There we have. Duda wants to win against Magnus, but seems very difficult for sure. Draw. Magnus holds. So the score is 2 in the favor of Magnus, 1 for Duda. Fabiano and MVL have drawn all 3 games. Levon and Hikaru draw 2 games. They've played only 2 games, or they should have also played 3 games, right? Nodirbek versus Denis Lazavik. Draw. This one's also a draw. Magnus is a bit sleepy. Well, very interesting now, guys, because Ding Pragg is equal score. Gukesh is 1 point down, and Nepo Arjun is also equal. Wow. So very exciting round now coming up. 4th game. If it's a tie, then I think there'll be a tiebreaker that they will play. Let's get ready for the very important clash now. Let's see if Gukesh is here already. There you see Gukesh already on the screen, getting ready for the big one. Guys, very important clash. Oh, the game has started. Amruta, very important game. Gukesh in a must-win situation, guys. So let's go. D4 by Fedoseev, knight f6 by Gukesh, c4, e6, knight to f3, knight c6, a3. And Gukesh has to play this carefully because Fedoseev is known to kind of easily refute unsound openings. And here already white has a very nice position out of the opening.
Fedoeev plays a lot online, right?
Yeah, actually a lot online, but now he's become so good at Amruta all formats: freestyle, normal, rapid and blitz, classical. It's as if he's just found the most everything that's working for him right now.
Can we have a look at openings of Arjun?
Other games as well. Yeah, let's look at it. I'm just updating the bar so that people who follow the bars can also see it below the board. So here he's gone g3, bishop g7, and we can see the structure is asymmetrical. So Gukesh may at some point play e5, but doesn't look very great. We go to now the game of Praggnanandhaa against Ding. And here we see Pragg playing with the white pieces, and he opens the game with the English this time. Amruta takes castles a3 and now b4, and has a nice little edge. This is all opening theory, well known, has some pressure down here, and yeah, looks interesting. Then we go to the game of Arjun. Ajubai, who won his last game, must be feeling a lot of right now positive vibes coming up for him. Second, just trying to search here. Yeah, and he's playing with the white pieces. Let's take it from the top. He plays the Nimzo, allows the Nimzo Indian. You used to play this line with black. And now this is transposed into bishop f4 qgd. And maybe Nepo is big expert here. Looks around equal, but already black has a very nice position with this central pawns. So Arjun has to play carefully. Guys, the players who lose will not be knocked out because there's also a losers bracket. So they go into that. So it's still like, even if Gukesh is out, he can still win the tournament, but it'll be tough. No, yesterday was just qualifiers. Today is the day one of the main tournament. Guys, Amruta is feeling not so well because her throat is not good. So that's why she can only commentate through her expressions.
Or I will talk.
Don't talk, Amruta. Because once you talk, you start coughing. Meanwhile, Fedoeev, look at him, Amruta. He went with his bishop. He gave up his bishop, and Gukesh may have felt that his position is great, but his pawns are a bit weak. So bishop goes back, rook d1, bishop d7, knight comes in now. Look at the bishop attacking this pawn. So he defends it. Queen comes in, pawn push, knight b5. Now this knight is attacking here and here. You can't push it away because this pawn falls. So Gukesh plays b6, stopping the plan with c5. And now he plays b4 with the idea of pushing here. So knight jumps to the center, and now this is the position.
It's a good move, no?
It's a good move, but the engine doesn't like it somehow. e3 is a great move, taking away the central square. And positionally, white is very, very good because this knight keeps putting pressure here. This bishop is very active. Meanwhile, the black bishop isn't great. But if Gukesh wants some chances, this is the way he has to play. Like, this is the way he has to create the pressure.
Knight.
Oh, he goes knight a7, Amruta. What a interesting move. Gukesh comes back. And now maybe Fedoeev will put his queen back and put the bishop here to attack this pawn. He pushes c5 and this gives Gukesh some chances now. One way is to take and activate his rook. The second is to put the bishop here and ask the queen where it is headed. Let's go and check what is up with Pragg now, guys. Very quickly heading over to Praggnanandhaa's game. Pragg versus Ding. Ding has just made not the best move here because his position was slightly better. Here black was slightly better when Pragg pushed d4. This isolated pawn looks weak, but he defended, and now knight g5. It's a nice move. It attacks here, but maybe he can go knight f4. It's very interesting how all of black's pieces are quite passively positioned, but yet quite active. h4, we just lose this, no? So he has to think about this knight here. And if we look at what Arjun is up to, then we realize that Arjun is slightly better here. His knights are nicely placed. His pawn has been pushed forward. His bishop has gone here. So looking good for Arjun. And guys, how many of you are watching right now? Do like the stream. Do get more people to join in here. We have 2,500 people watching. Let's go, guys. Now it feels like the stream is getting into motion, you know, Amruta. Thoda start mein we were not able to get into the groove, but now it's all good. GM Hikaru says, Sagar bhai, like the stream. Arey, kya baat hai? But Amruta, look at this bishop here. Ever the queen moves, queen takes g6. Pragg game, please. Okay, Amruta, very quickly heading to Pragg. Knight g5. Pragg not playing his moves. Thinking too much. Down to 5 minutes 23 seconds. There's no increment. Checking now the game of the world champion, Guki. Gukesh has fought back, has gotten an advantage after c5, b5, queen d3. Not a good move. Bishop g4. Fantastic move by Gukesh, attacking this pawn here, rook. If you play f3, then maybe you come back and say the bishop is not so great. That's exactly what has happened in the game. But now, Amruta, first question is, if I take, isn't this pawn hanging? Turns out that after take, bishops. Bishop c4, black is doing quite well. Although to win this might be not so easy. Rook a1, e4, attacking here, and take ko ye mar raha hai. So let's head back to the game. Fedoeev 5 minutes 20 seconds, Gukesh 5 minutes 15 seconds. He played move cd6, queen d6. Oh, this has happened. Rook f d1. Now knight f5. Let's go. Guki boy attacks here and here. Can Gukesh beat Fedoeev? That will be something, because Fedoeev is really one of the best players right now in the world of chess. Pragg blunders. Let's go and quickly check what happened there. Pragg. So here, not a blunder, guys. It's just a small edge. Knight f3. Take. And Ding goes knight d5. And the position is slightly better for Ding. Although here, if Ding did play queen f6, it would have been very nice. Because if bishop g2, then bishop f5, and already this pressure and this pressure was too much. Yes, exactly. The rook is hanging. Amruta very sharp now that she's not talking today. Her game has improved a lot. Yeah, because Amruta, you see, you're not talking, then you become stronger, right, as a player. Okay, so Oh, Gukesh now seriously better. Amruta, rook d7, rook e1, knight c2, rook e5, king g8. Good move. And now look at this. If you move the rook, this is hanging. So Fedoeev has to give up an exchange. People are saying Sagar bhai aaj plus position mein hai because Amruta is not able to talk. Yeah, guys, actually, I can tell you a lot of things about how, in our relationship, things have been like. I've always been very understanding. Never really found a lot of understanding from Amruta. So I have been always talking about it to her. But
अपना टाइम आएगा.
please don't talk, Amruta. King g8. Oh, he goes knight c6, Amruta. Defends, attacks here and defends. Take on e5. And now rook d8. Trade karo. He takes a pawn. Taking this pawn is a bit risky because now Amruta knight takes pawn. I was wondering if this is possible. But he can bring rook d8. Oh, he brings his knight into the center of the board. And now very difficult to trade, Amruta, because if you play this, then check. And if king here mate, if king here, king here also mate. So have to be very careful. Fedoeev super tricky. I think the best move is rook b6. Gukesh has 3 minutes 50 seconds. Fedoeev 3 minutes 11 seconds. It feels like I'm sitting in a train right now where there is in every few seconds like okay, let's go and check what is up with Pragg. And after bishop f3, knight d5, he brought his knight here. They traded rook a7, a bit passive, pushing the pawn forward. b6. It does feel like, ooh, and Pragg makes a huge mistake. Bishop b5. I don't know what was Pragg trying for. Like if you take here, also black was fine. But Ding finds even a better move, bishop b5. Because if you had taken d takes c7, the rook and queen both are protected. So I don't know what Pragg was thinking here. It's quite possible that Ding might pull off a huge upset here by beating Pragg. I mean, upset in the sense that, no? King is very weak, says Amruta Mokal. She just showed her hand at the king and I was like, I know what she means. She's going to attack the king now. c6 played. This pawn is quite dangerous, I must say. Bishop e4 with the idea of queen and here, right? Okay. What about Arjun? Well, Arjun's position is Magnus blunder. Guys, just checking up on Arjun here. So Arjun was slightly better, then got slightly worse. And right now makes a huge mistake, Amruta. Arjun. Rook takes f2 is game over. Look at Yan. He's like, what, Arjun? What is this move? No, not that, Amruta. Bishop f3. Bishop g3. No, if you take here, then he wants to give this check. King g7 or king h7, knight g5. King g7, then queen d4 check. And actually, this is winning. But the winning move here is rook f2, and you can't take here because your queen hangs. Did Nepo find it? Do you think Nepo sees it, Amruta? I'm not so sure. Because this move, only move to win is rook f2. Only move. Nepo has 2 minutes. He's still thinking. Amruta, is it so tough to find this move? I think if you think so much, then you have not found it. Oh, he blunders. Look at Arjun. Arjun is like, bal bach gaye. Oh my god. Can't believe it. Let's go to Guki game, Amruta. Gukesh has some serious winning chances. He's kept that alive with black in a key encounter. Oh, what a nice move, right? If you take here, he wanted to give a check and win the rook back. So rook e4, knight f5 check, king g6. Guki winning here, guys. Better. I don't know if he's winning, but h3. But has only a minute on the clock. Let's stick with this game. Because Arjun should be able to hold there. Maybe tiebreakers could come in. Nepo missed such an easy move there, but everyone... No, it's not easy. Okay. Amruta is like, that's not easy. By the way, he didn't take here, Amruta. This was the best, but he came back. Now there is a mate in one threatened here. Rook g7. He goes rook b6. Not so sure if Gukesh will be able to hold this. I mean, win this. Magnus drew, which means he's going ahead. Pragg is losing, they are saying. Oh, what happened? Yes, there's a disco, but there is also... this is falling. Bishop goes back. Too much pressure on Gukesh to play accurately. Rook at 7, taking here, and the rook will fall. I think a blunder is imminent here. King e5. Oh, king f4. Oh, mate in 3. Knight e3 was mate. Oh my god, I was also very tempted by that move. He didn't find rook e5. Knight e2 check. Now you have to take. Rook takes e2. And this is gone. Now you cannot win here anymore. And Gukesh, he resigns.
What?
He resigned in an equal position. He could have taken, but Gukesh was so sad. He did not even move here. Maybe after that he thought he couldn't win. Let's quickly head over to the Pragg game, Amruta. So Gukesh now moves into the losers bracket. And also Pragg might have to lose, might move there because Ding is winning. Guys, Ding is winning here. Rook takes h2, rook d5. And Pragg, look at him. He resigns. Ding wins. Ding beats Pragg. Let's go to Arjun now. Draw. Tiebreakers in Arjun game. Look at Nepo. I'm sure he saw that move. So Amruta, both Gukesh and Pragg go into the losers bracket. They are not out yet. They'll have to win their next match. And
Right. Rook f2.
the expression when you see rook f2. And look at Arjun. You cannot even understand what he's looking. No expression. Hey guys, so now who will face Pragg and Gukesh is the big question here. So we had that entire thing. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe you guys. Why is Amruta silent? Because her throat is not good. So that's the reason why she cannot talk much. She's here for moral support. So in losers bracket, we have Gukesh versus Arjun or Nepo, whoever loses. Pragg will play against Hikaru and Levon, whoever will lose. Very tough. Magnus moves ahead to face MVL. Nodirbek. Let me show you this entire tree so you have an idea of who is facing whom here. So here you see, this is what we have. We have Magnus taking on MVL. Magnus beat Duda 2.5, 1.5. MVL beat Caruana 2.5, 1.5. So big result there. Nodirbek beat Lazavik 3-1. Wei Yi beat Artemiev 2.5, 1.5. Hikaru versus Levon, still to be decided, will face Liren. Big win there by Ding actually. Gukesh, Fedoeev beat Gukesh 3-1. And Nepo versus Arjun is 2-2. So we are going to follow the Nepo Arjun tiebreak. Guys, are you enjoying this tournament? Are you enjoying? मतलब मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं? Yes, yeah, no, yes, a lot. Push करो खुश रहो, says Nightbot. अरे भाई. Yes, 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 absolutely smashing tournament. Too many blunders, such fun, much nice. Should be increment. No, but this is the same time control like they have at Esports World Cup. So they have to maintain that. Meanwhile, Arjun will be looking to beat Nepo. I don't know what the rules say, guys. What are the rules now? That in case of tie break, let's see what happens. Armageddon. If two players are tied after playing all their games in a match, the Armageddon game will decide the winner of the match. If a game of Armageddon is to be played, each player will communicate to the tournament officials bid via private message. The bid is the amount of time that the player is willing to play with black pieces. The maximum allowed bid is equal to the specified base time. All Armageddons will have 10-minute base time. The player with the lower bid will get it. Okay. So I'm sure that Arjun and Nepo have made their bid. I think Arjun will most likely bid for 6.5 minutes or something. This will be intense, says Devarsha. Yeah, it'll be very exciting. Super exciting. By the way, guys, a big news from our end is that ChessBase has just launched a new software, which is something which you all should know if you want to check it out. I'll be making a video on it later, but it's called Fritz 20. So in case if anyone wants to get it and is aware of it, can get it. But those who are not aware, I'll be making a video soon on it. It's one of the best selling softwares in the world of chess. So there's ChessBase and there is Fritz. So ChessBase is right now 18 and Fritz is 20. So 20th version. So you can check out the link in the description. Arvind was eliminated yesterday. Yes. Sagar, please explain bracket format. No, bracket is just like 16 players playing each other and whoever wins moves ahead. And those who lose go into the losers bracket. And if you lose twice in this tournament, you are out. you cannot lose when you are in the losers bracket, basically. Then you are out of the tournament. But if you lose when you are in the winners bracket, then you still remain in the tournament. Guys, Amruta ma'am, my father is a doctor. Take medicine. अरे इधर पूरा तुमको कोर्स दिया है अमृता. Thank you. Thank you. Baid KS says only Fedoeev is remaining from yesterday's top 8. Ho, what an amazing stat. That means like, that's huge actually. That means all the players who qualified. But even Aronian is there still. He's not lost to Hikaru yet. Okay, there you see Nepo comes in, sits on his chair. What happened to Vidit? Actually, Vidit played really well yesterday. He was on 6.5 out of 8, and he could have even won the event. He was playing Fedoeev in the last round, but then he lost. So he did qualify for the next stage, but then he lost to Aronian in the mini match 2-0. So he was out. Where is Vidit? Vidit is currently in India. In losers bracket, it will be best of 2. In the winners bracket is best of 4. Let's go, Ajju come on. Rooting for Ajju Gukesh is not out of the tournament. Gukesh will play the loser of this. So the best scenario for us, like for the Indian fans, is Arjun winning this and then Nepo facing Gukesh. Because if Arjun loses, he will face Gukesh. Nihal played yesterday. He also made it like with it to the top 15 players. But then he lost to Denis Lazavik, I think. So Nihal is out. Now the only way in which Nihal and Arvind, who represent SATUL, can qualify to the Esports World Cup is through a special tournament which will be held for 4 spots that will be left. Because 12 will be qualified from the Champions Chess Tour. 4 will go from there. David Goggins, hopefully Samay will come soon. Right now, I think he's already on tour. Is Pragg eliminated? No, Pragg will play against the winner of Hikaru. What happened here? Pragg will play the loser of Hikaru Aronian. How did Ding's Rooketch to brilliancy? Explain. Second. Was there? This. This was a brilliancy because his bishop is hanging. So he took here, giving up the bishop. But then his point was, I want to take here. And if you take, he wants to queen. So it was not like super tough brilliancy, but it was nice. He was very sharp. Managed to beat Pragg. There we go. Arjun has the white pieces. So Nepo seems to have bid lesser. जीत से सागर भाई आपके बाल ज्यादा लग रहे हैं. अरे थैंक यू. How many more rounds are there today, Trisha? After this, we will also have the next round as well, which will happen, which will be quarterfinals for the winners bracket and one more round in the losers bracket. No. Krishna, right now, Pragg and Gukesh are still not out. They have to still play one more match. As I showed you, right? Like this is the winner's bracket here. And there's also a loser's bracket. So let me just show both of them to you so that you are aware of it. So this is the losers bracket now. You have Duda versus Fabi, Denis versus Artemiev, Pragg versus the loser of Hikaru and Aronian, Gukesh versus the loser of Arjun and Nepo. And this is the winners bracket. Just a normal bracket, and that is how it goes. Okay, games have started, it seems. Oh, so many moves. Oh my god, I was just showing you this and they played so many moves. Nepo actually bid for some 7 minutes or something. Gukesh, Arjun 10 minutes. So must win for Arjun. Knight c3, bishop e7, bishop f4, c6, h3, bishop f5, e3. Bishop comes to d3, takes. Nepo not going in for the pawn. He just needs a draw. So, oops, sorry. So here he played castles, rook b1, queen c2, rook fc1. And I think Arjun is just happy with the playable position here. Rook e1. For now, black is completely fine. He's putting pressure. But anything can happen. Draw means black wins, yes. Okay, I'm going to right now remove the bars for the time being. So knight e4. You can see already it's some repetition, yeah? Ooh. Ajubai has to be careful not to repeat too many times. Takes in the center. We have only two Armageddons actually. And we have both of them on your screen there. Good. So he plays a3, rook comes up, rook a5, rook d1, rook b5, queen g4, rook e6, and this is the position. Nepo doing really well, but the position is complicated enough for both sides to go wrong here. But look at the knight jumping here, putting pressure. The rook could enter here the moment the knight moves. So a lot of pressure on Arjun. Plus he's in a must win. Rook d c1. I think that's good. With the idea of c4. Oh, rook b1 played here. If you take, he wants to take here and attack both. Got it. Let's see what Arjun does. Yes, one more match today, guys. Don't go away. So after rook b1, queen came back. He took, rook takes. And now, instead of taking the queen, which would have gotten him closer to a draw, black keeps the queens on the board. Which is interesting decision by Nepo. Arjun somehow just moving around here. The calmness with which Arjun is playing is huge, but rook c6. Suddenly, this last move was not so great. Queen b3 gets him a good position. Amrita? At 6, queen f5. Attacking the knight here. Have to be also careful of queen takes rook, pawn takes, and this pawn can queen. Is it happening right now? Oh my god. He can actually make a queen. Look at this. Oh, he takes it. Double exclamation. I was just saying, like, you have to be careful of that. I don't know if Arjun now take here. Queen, king h2. Guys, this position is still very intense. Arjun is now exchanged down. The queen is slightly out of play. And maybe something like queen d8 with the idea of knight e5, knight d7 could be an attack. The white king is very safe here. So maybe some hope here for Arjun. Arjun missed knight g5. When exactly did Arjun miss knight g5? I don't think he had knight g5, right? You mean somewhere here? And now Arjun taking his time. He has 7 minutes. He didn't use his time so well. Bishop e5. Now black is the one better. Too tough to beat Nepo from such a position. Can we gobble up this pawn? He plays here to defend this. And now we'll take, I think, on d5. But queen b2 is a super strong move. Attacking f2. Finds it. Because king g3 you may want to play, but there is rook g6 check. And then you lose this pawn. So I can't go up there. I can go back with my bishop, but then I lose the c3 pawn. If I go back with my king, he'll give a check and come back. A draw is good for black. So very tough situation for Arjun. Oh, we have Sri Krishna Singh, who has contributed to Help Chess, our first contributor today. Sri Krishna, thank you. Believer of Indian chess. 92. Isn't rook d6 just winning a piece? Rook d6 is bishop, sorry. So knight to d2. He goes queen b4. Putting pressure here. And queen d7. Meanwhile, Hikaru better against Levon. And here Arjun is almost lost. But he's fighting hard. He's keeping his pawn on the board. f5, maybe e5, creating some chances. Nepo could get under some pressure. Rook 8, maybe knight c4, maybe knight e4. Some attack. Krishna says, can you show Hikaru Aronian board for some time? Okay, I can. But let's stick here and then I'll show you the game. Yeah, Arjun could draw, but winning is very unlikely. Knight f6 check and winning the queen is a threat. But that's why he removes his king. So there's no check now. Queen d3. He moves the queen here. Rook b2. And should we push the pawn? Yeah, he moves his queen. Queen b7. Fantastic move. Threatening this pawn. And now Yan knows that he's winning here. Knight cannot move because there's a mate. e6 played, but queen takes pawn is just curtains. And it's all over. Arjun will lose and we will get Arjun versus Gukesh. Flagging is the only option, but 3 minutes is too much. Okay, this is just losing here. There's a mate here and he takes the pawn. And okay, this is just a draw needed for Nepo. It doesn't have to do anything special. Draw. And Nepo makes it to the winner's bracket by beating Arjun here. Actually a draw, but that's good enough. And which means that Arjun will now take on Gukesh. And Nepo will play against, meanwhile, Hikaru versus Levon. Very intense game here. But Hikaru is winning. Yeah, Arjun Gukesh will be nice. Yeah, actually all three Indians in the losers bracket now. Let's see. At least one Indian will win the next round. That is either Gukesh or Arjun. But it would have been so nice if they would have played. But this 10 minutes format is really brutal. And here you can see Hikaru winning. So it will be Levon versus Pragg. Hikaru won, which means that Hikaru moves ahead. Levon goes to the losers bracket to face Praggnanandhaa. Yeah, Pragg versus Levon will be interesting matchup. I think the next games will start pretty soon. Till then, I'll just fix a few things here. You can see Duda there, Magnus, Duda. But now it will be all different games, yeah? Which will be there.
For sure.
Oh, we also have another believer, SKS44, Chess Lovers. Thank you. And Ananya Miglani, thank you for your super chat. एक मिनट ना, thinking about.
16 versus 13.
Hmm?
13 versus 16.
Okay. $14.
Carousel.
And guys, it's going to be Gukesh versus Arjun, Pragg versus Aronian. Mruta. Pragg is
12.
12 versus
10.
12 versus 10. Levon. Guys, that's Levon for you. He will be looking to get the better of Pragg. And Magnus is playing now against MVL.
3.
Magnus is 3 versus 1. I don't know what Magnus is doing because the game. Is he playing?
Oh, Arjun is in.
Hmm? Achuba is already on his chair. Guys, Arjun versus Gukesh. Magnus MVL, Hikaru Ding. Wow. Nepo Fedoeev. Nodirbek Wei Yi. Amruta, can you tell me Hikaru? Maybe we can have a look at that as well.
9
9.
versus 11.
9, 11. Okay, thank you. Ding there. And we have Hikaru. मजा आएगा दोस्तों ये वाला मैच में. Hikaru versus Ding. Ankit Chande, thank you for your contribution and becoming a believer of Indian chess. That's so nice, guys. All of you contributing here. Wonderful to see. You actually are aware that all your contributions Go to Indian chess players, to youngsters, also your YouTube memberships. Very much appreciated. Actually, we had one message today from our member, but at that time I was so busy fixing everything. So let me see. B-Boy RDM has become a backer of Indian chess. Thank you so much. Krishna Pandit. Hello Sagar bhai. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Like the chess park costume you wore. Haven't been able to keep up. So sending a message. Thank you, Krishna Pandit. It's very kind of you. हाँ अभी वॉशरूम जाता हूँ. आज डिनर में क्या था भाई मृता? डिनर में टुडे वी हैड दाल राइस एंड थाली पीठ. लाइक द स्ट्रीम दोस्तों, और लोग आ जाए. देयर इज गोइंग टू बी गुकेश वर्सेस अर्जुन and there's going to be Pragg versus Aronian. There you see Pragg Aronian already on their chair. Let's see if we can get Pragg Aronian here. Pragg Aronian, and we have Gukesh versus Arjun. Ek minute guys, I'll come back. We'll also update the bars. Actually पता नहीं चल रहा मतलब किसका गेम कौन मूव कब कर रहा है. Ananya says how to contact you for collab. Already super DM'd. If you have super DM, then I'll check. The other way is to write at chessbaseindia@gmail.com, the same message, or contact at chessbase.in. भक्ति सेज आप दोनों की तबीयत इतना जल्दी क्यों खराब हो रही है सागर भाई? Actually, I think this is the first time I've fallen ill after a long time. I've been traveling so much all these months. And this also, the issue I'm facing is like something which is not very easy to avoid. Yeah. इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम. अपना इंटरनेट खराब हो गया. हाँ नहीं, पर ये कैमरा जैसे क्यों हो रहा है?
दूसरा मैं चेक करके देखती हूँ.
They're gonna change. चल रहा है? Okay, now they're back. Guys, I'm actually very thrilled for this encounter between Gukesh and Arjun because, okay, they played the death match, remember, 2 years, 3 years ago. That was already very exciting when they both played against each other. And right now, I mean, they both are like the top players in the world of chess. So it'll be interesting to see like who triumphs here. My guess is that when it comes to 10 minutes, Arjun should be slight favorite if there's no increment. But then 10 minutes is not like super small time control. So I think it'll be well matched, this one. Let's have a poll for this one. It's actually best of two because when you're in the losers bracket, it's not best of four, it's only best of two. Who do you think will triumph today? Arjun Erigaisi or D. Gukesh? Yes, we'll update the bars as well, guys. D4, the game begins. C4, E6, knight F3, D5, G3 played. Okay. The Catalan is on the board. Check by Arjun. Bishop here. And very quick moves being played by both sides. B3 played by Gukesh. Knight comes out. Black has to figure out the development of this bishop. Most likely B6, bishop B7 he'll play. Yes, he plays bishop B6. क्या हुआ? Is something going wrong with Hikaru's? Something, I don't know. I'll check. So his expression is like something's gone wrong. There you see.
Has it started?
Maybe his game is not starting, yeah? Yeah, maybe the game is not starting, Amruta. Maybe they got the wrong colors. Meanwhile, guys, Praggnanandhaa has started the game. Let's see what is his move. P3 again. And we reach this position, an interesting one, which is kind of even for both sides. And let's check what Guki and Arjun are up to. And you can see here Gukesh already has sacrificed a pawn. He goes e4. Arjun says thank you so much to Gukesh, takes the pawn. And now bishop f1 played, e5. Fantastic move by Arjun. Because if you take here, then knight to g4, attacking this, also putting pressure here. The bishop could move here. Could be very dangerous. So that's the reason why e5. And he takes b takes c4. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes. Already Arjun looking really good now. You can see this is hanging. This is hanging. This is really bad position for Gukesh, especially with white after 14 moves in a well-known line. And you know what? If you play like something like, let's say, knight b3, there could be like this pawn will fall. So he plays bishop e3. And now already there is a very strong move. If Arjun finds it, Gukesh might just lose the game. Bishop b4. That's a huge move now. It's a huge move. Om Prakash's bishop is guarding here the c4 pawn. But no, there are two attackers, Om Prakash ji. Yes. Everyone who's playing right now can play for the tournament win. Bishop b4 found here by Arjun. Rook c1 and c5 played, giving Gukesh the chance to get back into the game. Knight fg4 was a great move. But c5, and now Gukesh jumps on the other side, although the engines preferred him to jump this side. With the knight placed here, could be some hopes. But queen takes queen, rook takes queen. Not so sure. Let's quickly check what is up with Praggnanandhaa now. So Pragg here seems to have nice pressure with his active pieces. And b3 is working out for Pragg very well. He's jumping in with the knight here. Aronian does seem a bit passive. Let's also have a look at the game of Magnus Carlsen. What is he up to? There you see. Magnus playing against MVL. And for now, Magnus does not have an advantage. G3. In fact, yeah, this should very well end in a draw. And also, I wanted to check up on the game of Ding versus Nakamura. Can't find the Ding Nakamura game yet. Amrita. Maybe they are not playing at all, or they are. Ah, there you see. No, I mean, of course they're playing, but somehow I don't think their game has started yet. I think Hikaru. No, I mean, look at Ding. He's just waiting. Wow. I'm sure Hikaru is losing his patience there. Let's get back to this one. Yes, so knight f5, bishop c3, rook c3. He takes the central pawn, rook a3, attacking the bishop. Gukesh seems to have some hopes, because if you take bishop c4, this will be... I was wondering if you could take, and play queen g4, but somehow even this is fine for black because of queen f6, and if you take here, I take on a3. So rook a3, bishop b7 played, and now bishop f4. So Gukesh having some chances now. Man, Arjun is just so calm. I've never seen someone so calm like Arjun. Satvik Mishra says, Sagar, please explain qualification for EWC. Okay, basically, you see, this will explain it very well. This is the current standings to the EWC. Magnus has 100 points, Hikaru 80, Nepo has some 60 points, 65, Duda 50, Alireza 43, Arjun has 40, Andre has 32. So top 12 will qualify already to the World Cup from here. In this tournament, the same number of points for top 16 places or top 20 places are there. And so whoever cumulatively will finish in top 12, they will qualify to EWC. Remaining 4 spots will be given through another event which is not yet announced. So I hope that was clear. By the way, Gukesh is back in the game. Now bishop f4, putting pressure on the knight here. The other knight also under pressure. It's defended by the bishop. The queen comes in, attacking the knight here. Now queen f6. How should Gukesh continue? One idea is to put the knight in the... No, he goes back. Knight e3. What about knight g6? Attacking the bishop. One move that Arjun shouldn't do is rook a d8, because then after knight d5, already this is an amazing position for white. By the way, Pragg seems to be doing really well. Let's head over to the Pragg game. So, after knight e4, Levon made an error. He went bishop e8, bishop d5. And now a very good idea was to take, and knight jumping here with an attack on the rook. But he played knight f5. That allowed Pragg a huge edge. Knight a5, queen e2, knight c6. And Pragg is better. The main point was here, knight a5. There was some possibilities with knight e5 here in the center, just keeping a lot of pressure. But instead, now we are at this moment where white is still better. Pragg is still better, but he has good amount of work left to do, for sure. Knight jumps back. And Pragg is thinking here, should he actually sacrifice an exchange here with rook d6 and then knight e4, attacking these squares? Maybe not. Maybe it's too soon. Let's go back to Gukesh versus Arjun. Because after bishop f4, queen came out. And then he went knight e3, knight g6, good move by Arjun, knight d5. And he took here. Maybe the queen could have entered here attacking the rook, but okay. CD. He goes back bishop d2, which is nice, but take, and rook e3 also would have given white a very good position. He's still a pawn down, Gukesh, here, but if you see, his bishop now has a beautiful diagonal. What happened to Magnus MVL? That's a good question, actually. someone starting to get an advantage in that game already. And that's MVL, who was pressing here for sure. But now no longer. But I do feel that the white king is weak and exposed and can get under some trouble. So MVL has his chances. Magnus should be careful. Heading back to Gukesh versus Arjun. Bishop c3, he plays his queen up, bishop b2, and take, and rook a7. Suddenly, it's Gukesh who is very slightly better from being worse to now fighting back. See Gukesh totally focused there after rook a7, queen f5. He has 3 minutes 26 seconds. Arjun has 2 minutes 5 seconds. This game can go in any direction. Right now, two knights are very tricky. They can keep jumping and creating threats. Meanwhile, these two bishops not to be underestimated by any stretch of imagination. Queen d3. Gukesh offers the trade of queens, and I think Arjun should maybe decline it, keep the queens to keep some attacking chances, because after take, it's already very good for white. He goes queen g4, and now maybe just kick the queen away with h3. He goes h3, queen goes back to g5, and now rook d7 to get rid of this knight so that the d pawn can start rolling down the board. Ananya Tyagi says, have been 9, turned 14 this year. Still feel the same watching them. Sheer excitement. Agreed. By the way, bishop g2 played here by Gukesh. Let's see how. It's not very accurate. But not at all easy to refute. Oh, queen c3 is a huge mistake. He just blunders the fork, and Gukesh, I think, would be so unhappy there. That's a massive mistake. I mean, the position was fine. He could have just moved his queen to c2, b1, but he went queen c3, threatening f4, but he missed this. And now knight a7, f4, but it's already too late. I think it's losing in several ways. There is knight f3, c4 is the strongest move found here by Arjun, and Gukesh will have to resign. Let's go to Pragg now. So after knight e7, Pragg played the knight in the center, king moved to the side, h4, knight f3, f6, takes, knight f5, h5 played. Already this looks completely crushing now. If Pragg finds the move queen d7, he finds it, queen c7, and he's won the game actually. Check, takes, and his opponent resigns here, because if you take here, there is rook d8 check, which is ending the game. Knight e8, and you win. So Pragg scores a win against Levon. We now move to Gukesh versus Arjun. Bishop e5. Well, Arjun is an exchange up here. Check, king h7. And a very nice move, queen g6, attacking g3 pawn. Everything's well defended. Pragg is back, and I think Arjun will win this one. So, and I believe that after this, it will be Pragg versus Arjun, no? In the losers bracket tomorrow, if they win both of them. Ah, no, they'll play someone else. Got it. But at some point, they could collide against each other. Check, king h8. It is totally losing now, this endgame. But Arjun has 19 seconds, Gukesh has 8 seconds, no increment. So I have to be very careful. It's something that could turn around. But somehow, I think Gukesh is going to be flagged here. Oh, it's almost equal. He reached almost an equal position, but can he claim a draw here? Ah, he loses on time. He loses on time. But maybe he could have claimed a draw. I don't know if that's allowed by the rules. But Arjun wins. And Pragg beats Levon. Arjun beats Gukesh. Very interesting this match. And let's head to Magnus. I guess Magnus won. What? I can't believe that Magnus won. Look at Magnus there. Because here MVL pushed his pawn here, missing completely this check and dropping the rook. Oh my god. It was just insane blunder. I mean, black was the one pushing, but Magnus, what alertness to find this move. And now he's completely. He won this one. Ding is winning. Let's see. Ding, if he beats Hikaru, that will be huge. I mean, beating Pragg itself was huge. Seems like Ding is making a comeback. Yeah, we're seeing him after such a long time. Satvik Mishra says, Sagarwai, I think they will play next each other. No, the thing is that after this, Pragg and Arjun, if they win, they will play the losers of the winners bracket. Oh, he makes an error here. Because moving the bishop was better, but now takes the pawn. Now Ding is worse. Ooh, Hikaru now. Clearly better after king f3, king e2, king d3. Ding chilling.
Will he find it? Bishop c3 is the winning move. Oh, he didn't. He had to take here. Take and a fork, guys. What's the plan? Let's see. Saved. Take, defend. Now 90, 95. Rook mid. Ooh. Equal. Maybe not enough to win, but good amount of time. Oh, 97. What is this? Bishop. Good move. G5 or H4. Also good. Ooh, mistake. Yes, also works. Hikaru is better. The king is gonna be the problem. Check. Mating ideas. Otherwise, this is weak. Oh my god. Rook at 7. Rook pawn. can you understand with the arrows? My goodness, knight. He missed it. Guys, 22 seconds for Ding Liren. Now check. Okay, this also works. Take. Good move, good move. What speed, man? It's equal, it's draw, but Ding might get flagged down. It was a blunder. King e5 and last piece down. Naka is winning now.
ये शुरू हुआ क्या? Arjun.
It's a draw again. Crazy. Oh, uncheck. You can check. You can check one.
Draw. Wow.
Man, it was insane.
Who was winning?
Great. Draw here. 1 second. Here it was draw, and then he blundered, and then white was clearly winning. Then again it was draw, and here white is winning.
Oh, Hikaru missed it. Huge.
Oh, one.
Oh, he won on time. Got it.
Like.
No, not yet. Sorry for that. We have Gukesh in a must-win situation now. Very difficult for him after his loss in the previous round to Arjun. But Gukesh now also has black pieces. Yeah, Ding is playing well. I think Ding clearly d4, knight f6, c4. What will Gukesh play? By the way, we will be seeing both these youngsters facing off each other at the Norway Chess very soon. Gukesh going for the King's Indian. He used to play this when he was a young kid with black pieces. Now the time has come again. E5 played and Arjun takes on E5 because all he needs is a draw. So very interesting decision. And Gukesh already has a small edge here. And I think one of the things that works in Gukesh's favor is that this move suddenly comes in handy. Like, you know, there's no bishop g5 business. Take c6, bishop c4 takes, knight d7. I think a great position for Gukesh now. Here, already slightly better out of the opening with black. Well, now the internet is fine, guys. Actually, the thing is, Arjun is thinking now what to do next because Gukesh is coming at his bishop and the pawn. Could also attack from here. So let's say, for example, you play castle. I go knight f6. I'm attacking your bishop. You can't move it away because you lose the pawn. So big problems here actually. Even a move like rook d1 is met with bishop e6, pinning here. We have Amruta joining in. Bishop b3, knight jumps to c5, bishop comes back, and Amruta now a huge moment in the game. Gukesh has a brilliant sacrifice here. Rook takes bishop, pawn takes, check, and pawn e4, opening up the bishop.
Is it positional?
Mic is some issue with the mic.
Is it positional?
Pars. Yeah, it's a very nice move, Amruta. This one. No? I don't know if Gukesh will find it, but he is thinking here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he plays bishop f5. Wow. Because now if you take here, this is hanging. Although the engines were suggesting to take here, here, and push. And then check. And then, I mean, this is very dangerous. King e2, f5, and a very good position for black.
Arjun loves material.
Yes. But Arjun is white, so.
And that's why Gukesh didn't go for it.
Pawn takes, rook takes, and fg, and now e4 finds it. Very good play here by and now where to go, Amruta? Already Gukesh has a winning advantage, which means we might go into an Armageddon here. If knight here, then you are very right. Bishop f6, the knight is almost trapped. True. There's also a check coming in. So not so easy to decide what to do. And already Gukesh has a huge advantage. People are saying, Amruta, mic glitch.
Maybe now I'll risk because we are at the end. I'll talk.
People are saying that they cannot hear Amruta, maybe. That's what you are saying, right, Mike? Because she's not talking, guys. There's no mic glitch. Mic is fine. The only problem is inside the throat.
You mean my brain is fine?
Brain is fine, Amruta.
Yes.
Meanwhile, here, let's go and check what is up with Praggnanandhaa. Because he won a beautiful game. And this time Pragg has the black pieces against Levon. They play a very interesting line. I think it's the open Spanish. Yeah, the open variation in the Spanish. And it's all Pragg's preparation, it seems. Now he plays bishop c5. But Amruta, look at this. There was a tactic to take here. King takes. And now bishop h4 winning here. Otherwise, if you take, and king g2, then bishop takes, and this is hanging. Incredible tactics. So many chess ranga positions. I can already see in the tactics trainer. Tomorrow I can add 10 more positions. So many tactics.
And what about your stone?
Which stone? Hmm?
Kidney.
But what about it?
You need rest.
Hello guys, can you hear me well? Is my voice okay now? Guys, mic, I don't know if you guys thought, yeah, maybe there was some issue, but now it's set. Now it's all fine. Yeah, just refresh. It's actually interesting because one of these two players will have to go back today. Whoa, maybe Arjun has some chances now. Actually, this was very good moment for Gukesh to play Rook d3 and keep his position intact. But instead he took here, and now Arjun will get some counterplay. Because you can't move the knight, there'll be check and you lose the pawn. So b6 good move. Maybe just get the king in. King f1. Pragg. Let's see what Pragg is up to. So Pragg had missed this chance. He played bishop c5, knight e4, takes, bishop e4, check, king g2, rook e8. And Levon is a dangerous player in such positions. But he's back. Pragg is doing well. You can't take the pawn, your rook is hanging, otherwise he'll just recapture. Hikaru won. Knight e6. And Gukesh still has chances to win here. Not going to be easy. I think Hikaru beat Ding. And now Gukesh starting to push his queenside pawns. b5. Let's make a queen. b5, a4, b4, b3. Pragg is slightly worse against Levon here. Yeah, going back to the Gukesh game, this is more exciting because Pragg needs a draw. Of course, we'll go back there as well. And now bishop d4 defending. Next move maybe a check, attacking. Gukesh has 5 minutes 20 seconds. 3 minutes 38 seconds for Arjun. g3. Hello, Harshit Bhai in the chat. Hello, Harshit Bhai, how are you doing? Let me see if we can have link for Harshit Bhai. Gukesh is doing well here. King c5. f2 pawn under pressure. I think he has things under control. Check. Exciting match for sure, Harshit Bhai. 1-1 if the score ends up. We will have an Armageddon between Gukesh and Arjun.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Harshit Bhai in the house. Ek second, Harshit Bhai. Let me make sure that people can see you well before you come on. I couldn't introduce you today in my favorite style, that this position is very
It seems
complicated.
to be completely winning for Gukesh right now.
Yeah, Gukesh, after having not such a great day, is showing some great chess.
Yes, so just to like update me what happened today.
Too many things happened, Harshit Bhai. Today was crazy day. There you have Harshit Bhai
Hello,
in
hello,
the
hello.
house. So Harshit Bhai, first of all, there is a winners bracket and there is a losers bracket here.
Okay.
And we had three Indians, Gukesh
Mhm.
versus Fedoeev. Gukesh started off with a win. It was best of 4, but then next 3 games Fedoeev won. So
Really?
yes, it was 3-1, and then so that meant that Fedoeev went ahead. Gukesh went into the losers bracket. Arjun Nepo was very interesting because it ended in 2-2 in
Mm-hmm.
4 games, and then in Armageddon, somehow Nepo completely dominated and won.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do the Indian players still have a chance to qualify?
yes, because now they are in the losers bracket, and you can
Okay.
see here both of them facing each other. So now one of
Yeah.
them will get knocked out after
But
this.
the good thing is one of them will get qualified for sure.
No,
So we are
it's like they will still play in the losers bracket one more
Mhm.
game. If they win, they will then move to the winners bracket.
Okay.
So that way, then they can move into the. Uh, they can still win the tournament here.
Yeah.
That's what is the double eliminations. Good part about it. That
So
even if
knight
you lose
e4,
one
king
game,
f3, and now actually with two pieces and the e pawn being so strong, it's clear
yeah,
that
it's
Gukesh
winning,
should win. Yeah,
which
for
means
sure.
that Arjun won the first game. So now Gukesh will strike back, and here because they are playing in the losers bracket, there is only best of 2.
Oh, so if it's 1-1, then it will be Armageddon.
Armageddon, yes.
भाई बहुत मजा आएगा भाई.
बहुत ज़्यादा. And also Praggnanandhaa is playing against Levon Aronian here,
And he won the
and
first game.
he won the first game and now is holding his own in the second one. So if he draws, he will he will move to the next round.
Yeah, maybe we can stick to this game because that game I think Gukesh is going to win for sure.
Hmm.
And this is very interesting then because Rook G7 is what Levon wants. King E6, very nice move there by Pragg. So that Rook G7 he will take and go King F7.
Yes, he comes
So
back
King
here.
E7. Bhai, I just came back after watching Mission Impossible. So
अरे
now I've
भाई,
understood that everything is possible. Bhai, Gukesh mistake, bhai.
what?
Mission Impossible से भाई पता चला है क्या हो रहा है भाई.
नहीं नहीं भाई, Gukesh is still winning totally.
Okay, okay. It says this red something, so I thought.
Aha, that way.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
He
Look.
made a mistake. H6 was a great move, but Arjun did not find it. This
What?
might be not so easy to win now. Bishop c5 only move.
Oh my God. I don't think that's easy because then Rook E2 and at the H then G pawns are rolling blood.
Oh, h6.
Bhai.
Actually, This is
Mission
a draw
impossible
now.
scenario. Anything is possible.
It seems like Arjun might be able to wriggle out of this. We were thinking of Armageddon, but it's not happening.
Oh
Gukesh
my.
now calculating E1, Rook E1, King E1, G6 with the idea of G7.
Jeez. And suddenly, Arjun is going to be emerging as a winner in this match, which was very neck to neck. And Gukesh would continue to struggle in these one-on-one matchups.
Queen takes G6, Knight D5, only move or else you lose. But I
What?
think you will find it.
But King E4, yeah, exactly.
Oh, double attack.
Double attack. You're
Knight
going to.
E7.
I think it's Black who needs to be careful now.
Yeah. Look
And
at
Gukesh, look
Gukesh.
at him. Oh my God.
He's
So
like,
disappointed.
What am I
97.
doing?
Yeah, he goes for it, but it's a draw. Yeah, King C4, King B5. And actually, A4 is a very clinical move right now.
Yeah.
I think A4 at some point from
A4
white,
and then win
yeah,
both the pawns.
win both the pawns.
You can look at Arjun, yeah, when he was completely losing, his expression was the same. Now he's drawn is the same. I don't think there'll be.
He just resigned, yeah.
He resigned there because he's
Wow.
losing on time. He has 3 seconds.
Yeah, and Arjun goes ahead in the winners bracket.
No, he's in the losers bracket. So he will face now someone who will lose from the winners bracket and come down from the quarterfinals.
Okay.
Let's head over to Pragg game.
Pragg's game, because Pragg is worse now. But okay, he's somehow holding, but he's down a pawn. It's not easy at all.
Oh, by the way, this was a draw, Harshit, by knight takes b4. This
What?
Yes, this endgame is a draw. I think.
The king goes to g8, h8. That's a draw. That's crazy.
And now Pragg is losing.
And white, yeah, Pragg is losing now. So the game
Huge
which
chance.
we thought is going to go into Armageddon did not.
And which we thought will not is going into an Armageddon.
Yes.
Life is unpredictable, Harshit bhai. Like Mission Impossible. Did you is it the
Very
new
interesting movie. It's the
version
last-
of it? Or
Yes,
what?
it's the last movie, bhai. It's iske baad khatam.
Who is the actor?
Bhai, Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, Bibi.
भाई अभी भी वही है भाई. It's last अभी.
Tom
He's like,
Cruise must
बहुत
be
हो गया.
how old? Oh, there you see Pragg
Yeah.
resigning.
Laugh. He's actually having a smile on his face.
Yeah, kudos to Levon actually for putting Pragg under so much pressure.
Yeah.
By the way, we have some other. There is Magnus also here, but
What?
Magnus playing in the winners bracket, right?
Oh, they're still playing.
Yes, bhai. But they are not here. We also have Ding and Nakamura. You can look at Ding. Bhai, after a long time, Ding is here.
Oh, and he lost the first game, so he has to win on demand against Hikaru. Bhai, also very exciting match.
That is fine, but do you know, like, Ding beat Praggnanandhaa in their matchup.
Wow.
So Ding is back, it seems.
Bhai, why is Ding's rating so low? Bhai, 2696 is a bit unfair, no?
Yeah, but okay, last 2 years have not been that great for him.
That's not his classical rating, right?
No, just this rapid rating, I think. Meanwhile,
Oh, and
Magnus
Magnus
won
won 2-0.
2-0. No, but that's best of 4. Look at how he was almost going to lose this game. Like he was under big pressure here.
What?
And then G3, just blundering a full rook. So, by the way, guys, Gukesh is out from the tournament. And we have Arjun now, who will face. So, we have this. I can show you, Harshit bhai. So, you
Yes.
have this idea. This is the losers bracket. So, here Gukesh was facing Arjun. So, here you move ahead, right? The winner of L and loser of M. So if we go here in the winners bracket, MVL will most likely lose in the M match.
Mm-hmm.
So MVL will come here and face
Arjun.
Arjun
Oh, MVL Arjun. Very
Yes,
interesting.
and
Will that
here-
happen today or tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Here Praggnanandhaa and Aronian are playing. So Pragg if he wins here, he will face the loser of N, which is Wei Yi Nodirbek. And
Oh,
if
wow.
we see what is happening in Wei Yi Nodirbek until now, we will see that they have drawn one game until now. I don't know if second game what happened, but yeah,
Yeah, very nice. Thanks for explaining because now it gives me clarity to
yes.
understand these matchups. And also very exciting match that's going to happen a bit later today is in the NBA, bhai.
By is Timberwolf playing?
Bhai, guess what, bhai? They are playing today.
अरे यार
Bhai, they're playing the strongest team, Oklahoma City Thunder right now. और वो Timberwolves कुछ भी कर सकते हैं
भाई
भाई.
टिम्बर देखने को मिलता है क्या ये मैचेस?
Yes, bhai. It's at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Because you know, Harshit bhai, I am not having best of health, so I'm most of the times awake. I
अरे
might as
भाई,
well watch it. Where to watch it, by the way?
मैं आपको भेजता हूँ भाई लिंक.
पर कहाँ है देखने का किधर?
भाई go. I mean, I don't think it comes on TV actually. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
have TV, but not
Yeah,
on
online
YouTube.
I will share you a link. Yeah, YouTube पे रहेगा most likely. भाई मस्त वॉच पार्टी करेंगे भाई. Timberwolves versus Thunder.
आप देख रहे हो क्या?
हाँ भाई.
अच्छा 6 AM.
Yes भाई, 6 o'clock.
भाई तो अभी सो जाओ आप. 6 घंटा ही बचा है आपके लिए.
भाई sleep is for the weak भाई.
अरे
But I am very weak.
हर्षित
तो सो जाऊंगा भाई.
हर्षित भाई आप आए और एकदम ही टर्न अराउंड हो गया. आपने मिशन इम्पॉसिबल बोला एंड गुकेश का गेम. एक्चुअली गुकेश प्लेड सच अ गुड गेम दिस वन.
Yeah.
If you see here in the opening, he played the King's Indian
Mm-hmm.
and this
Oh,
e5
wow.
because he needed just a draw. But now there is no
Mhm.
bishop g5, this idea, because of h6. So take, and already black is really better here,
Mhm,
like doing very well.
And then
Wine
B5.
says सागर भाऊ तू माझी सुपर इग्नोर का करतो. अरे सॉरी वाइन. अनमोल भार्गव sleep is for the weak. हर्षित by 2025. अरे
Yeah, but उसके बाद भी बोल भाई. But then I said, then I'm very weak.
हर्षित
Oh,
भाई ने
Bishop F5. What a move.
no, but Harshit bhai, the great move
brilliant
here
move.
was this take e4, knight d3, like crazy action set.
But that doesn't, it's very hard to understand that move. Like rook d5, d5, e4, knight d2. Why is black so much better there?
Check and f5,
Yeah, that's crazy.
crazy,
It's
like it's
positionally better.
yeah, completely crushing.
Wow.
So instead of that, bishop f5 takes, and even here Gukesh played super,
Oh well, wow. Okay, he was just completely winning, yeah? I mean,
completely crushing. You know,
yeah.
Harshit bhai, it's also possible, yeah, at some point for Gukesh, like he has to readjust himself to this new scenario, right, of being the world champion and so on.
Mhm.
And yeah, he's finding it difficult in
So instead of king c4, it was king c5, king d6, yeah? And then bishop e5 is coming.
even king a3, king a2.
But king c5 is very simple, no? And now you go king d6 next.
Yeah, but then take.
Yeah, but this should be,
This
because
is winning.
this should be easily winning. Yeah.
Oh, what is Levon eating?
Oh, bhai, that match is going to start. Armageddon, bhai.
Aha, I'm here. Ready for it.
Guys, Praggnanandhaa, Levon Aronian, it's 1-1.
We had
And the
a
winner-
poll, Harshit bhai, who will win between Arjun and Gukesh. 64% said Arjun, 36 Gukesh, and they were right. So it's time for another poll now. New poll.
Yeah, Pragg is I think back home in India, and he's playing very late in the night. It's almost past midnight, right here.
Yes, it's we are in the same time zone.
Yes, bhai, but I don't know what's the time.
12:06.
Okay.
Actually, Levon eating something is making me hungry.
Bhai, what did you have for dinner?
Today we had dal rice. Very
Wow.
simple food.
Simple food is the best, bhai. But मुझे मत पूछना क्या खाया.
आप बताओ भाई.
Bhai, I had a beautiful chicken kathi roll, bhai.
Oh. And did you go to the movie alone, Harshit bhai?
No, I have a lot of my family cousins here.
Acha.
So I went with all of them. मजा आया भाई.
You went with cousins today.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. And you're meeting all your family members, I think, before you leave now, because only 4 days left before you leave.
Yes, 24th evening I'm leaving because on 25th and 26th I might be doing something in Mumbai.
Right. And then 26th you go to Stepan Avagian Memorial in
Avagian Memorial.
Armenia.
आ जाओ भाई.
किधर? आर्मेनिया?
हाँ भाई.
भाई अभी तो मैं फिलहाल वो स्टोन निकालने के चक्कर में हूँ.
भाई वो ऐसा मैंने सुना कि वो फ्लाइट में निकल जाता है भाई.
फ्लाइट के अंदर?
वो हाई प्रेशर लो प्रेशर.
If I have to travel, that's not a bad idea. Pragg in total relaxed mode, says Shrikar. Yeah, Pragg looks, both are relaxed actually.
So when does how much time do they have to
Now only it
prepare
will start.
themselves? Oh, it will start immediately. Okay. And we don't know who's white and black, right?
किती वेळ? Basically they have to bid.
Bid, okay.
आता संपणार आहे. After this, I don't think we'll continue after the Pragg game. Because that means all Indians will be done. In case we want to see like Magnus or Ding or Hikaru game, we'll see a bit.
Sagar bhai, I think you need to take some rest also, bhai. Guys,
Yes.
Sagar bhai, unwell, but still, so energetic and
No,
showing.
today, Archit bhai, we had made Anmol bhai has made such amazing overlay. Did you see that पीछे ऐसे move हो रहा है?
हाँ भाई.
It's amazing what he has managed to create. So our overlay getting better, and I had actually created all the scenes and everything, but the cameras had some glitch, so it took some time to set up again. But tomorrow will be even more professional.
Mhm. What's your prediction, bhai, for this game? Do you think Pragg will prevail after?
Pragg will bid for lesser. No, actually, Levon will bid lesser time. Levon will bid for like 6.5 minutes, I feel, against Pragg. 10
And
minutes.
Pragg is used to these Armageddon matches, right? Like he somehow is always getting into these matches.
Oh,
Pragg
Pragg
is
got
black,
black.
it seems like.
Oh, I was
Which
wrong.
means that Levon has to beat him on demand.
Yeah. No,
By the way,
yes.
Pragg also, winning in the Armageddon in Tata Steel, also winning in the Armageddon in recently
Oh, yes.
in where
Super
was it?
bet.
Superbet. Again here with the black pieces. Okay, game's about to start. I'm expecting D4 to be played by Levon. D4 knight f6 is my prediction, bhai.
Okay, bhai. Ek second, I'll just be back.
Yes. Guys, pressure बढ़ रहा है भाई on and off the board. Guys, what do you think? Will Gukesh manage to hold in this game? Because he just needs a draw actually. Knight f3. 7.5 minutes was bid by Pragg. I mean, like Pragg basically has 7.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes more for Levon. A6. Very interesting move played by Pragg. Stopping all sorts of bishop b5 check ideas, I guess. Knight d2 played by Levon. Maybe c5. No, but c5 he will take bishop f5. Pragg is playing quickly. It's not blitz, so they still have some time to think right now. Bishop f5, c4, of course, is an idea for white. Yes, c4 played by Levon. e6, of course, very logical. Queen b3 comes to mind, trying to hit the b7 pot, but knight h4. Levon is like, I want the bishop pair. Bishop g4, queen b3, and maybe bishop g4, slight inaccuracy there by Pragg, because now there is no knight c6, but he still goes for it. Okay, this is getting tense, guys. Pragg has sacrificed a pawn, Sagar bhai.
Array, crazy. No, but that's not a pawn sack, right? Knight f5 traps the queen.
Aye.
Sharp.
Crazy. Sharp you are today. Beautiful, actually. Bishop h5, queen b7. That's an amazing, Sagar bhai. If you can show that, yeah. Knight a5 will trap white's queen because the bishop on f8 controls the b4 square and the pawn on a6 controls the b5 square. So the queen actually has nowhere to go.
This was one of our positions in big chess camp. How to
Oh,
trap
nice.
the queen.
Nice. h3, and why is Pragg thinking?
Yeah, he played bishop h5.
Yeah, but bishop h5 was very logical.
By the way, Pragg got how much time? 7 minutes.
7.5 minutes.
7.5.
Yes, he's taking his time right now because it feels like he's made a small inaccuracy. He's not so happy with his position.
Oh, why? But what's happening? Like maybe he's worried about
Because
g5.
g5 is coming, exactly.
But g5 I can jump, no, with the knight.
But then knight g6 and then, yeah, g5 now, exactly.
And now if I take, he just
Then
takes
I
here.
take, and then I take the b7
And
pawn.
now knight
Knight
a5. This is
e4 pawn
hanging.
hanging.
Oh
Exactly.
my god, guys. Just to show you, take. Knight a5 does not trap the queen because queen escapes.
Yes, exactly. And that's why after g5, Pragg looks nervous. Aronian looks very confident there.
But what if I just put my knight here?
He's rocking back and forth in his chair.
Oh,
Knight h5 possible, but then
maybe just putting take and
yeah,
bishop
exactly.
g2,
Bishop
yeah?
g2. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And guys, this might not be easy to defend.
Actually, knight h5, white might even just play f4 there in that position. Protect the pawn on.
But then knight g3, yeah? So
No, h4. H4, I
h4,
mean.
h4.
H4, yeah. H4 is the
You're
best,
right.
cementing the pawn on g5.
Cimento.
And भाई फिर तो cimento finito भाई मुश्किल लग रहा है Pragg के लिए. Actually 5.5 minutes for him. Where will the knight go? dc4 is an option.
He goes
in this
knight
position.
g8.
Knight g8. Bishop g2
Oh,
mistake.
he makes a mistake. Because he could have played something like c5 here or h4. But he goes bishop g2. And
Bishop
what?
b4 blunder. What did Pragg just give up the d5 pawn?
Yeah, but he could have right now played knight a5, which was the strongest move. But he goes bishop b4, d5, queen g5. And now this insane move that he exactly king f1 missed by Pragg, I believe.
But it's not that insane. It's king f1 bhai, very typical.
Harshit bhai, I'm actually surprised that today out of the 3 Indians, 2 are going to be out after day 1.
Yeah, I mean, Arjun was definitely one of the most impressive Indian players for me in the plane, which I briefly followed. I couldn't follow much today, but Arjun was very impressive to me. And he's the only one who went, who's basically done.
Oh, but chance. Harshit
what?
bhai, the main move
Why
here.
so many mistakes? B5 knight b4 is coming or what?
No, the thing is here a3 was required because if you take, there is queen b7. Instead of that, he goes bishop d5 and now Pragg might be, he takes on d8, d2, knight d8 was perhaps the best move, which is very insane.
That's just too
if
tough.
You take here, then take here. But instead he goes here and now bishop takes f7 is a very important intermediate move.
But if white takes, bishop takes d2, he's still doing really well.
Then
right?
black is at least...
Oh, black is back actually.
Yeah, back in some ways. But it's such a tough position. Like Engine just is suggesting some inhuman moves. Like it always
guys,
does.
I don't think the bar has a lot of relevance in the current position because of the practical difficulties that the position has. But bishop f7, bd2, all of this has happened. Levon playing really well.
Levon is +3 now.
Yeah, this is tough. And 3 minutes up on the clock also, yeah.
If Pragg wins, if manages to hold this, that would be huge. But it's just
Yeah, I think we just need to sneakily threaten a checkmate on f2 bhai. That's the only way.
right.
Queen g3 खेल दो कभी तभी and hope no one sees our idea.
By the way, Rakshit in the chat saying yesterday Levon did beat Vidit as well. Actually, Vidit was playing well yesterday.
Yes, actually.
He was almost going to win that entire Swiss tournament.
Mhm.
And we had like in that plane, what is it called? Like plane, right? Those 15 players. We had Pranesh, Vidit, Arjun, Pragg, Gukesh. No, Arjun, Pragg, and one more player.
Yeah, and I think
Nihal.
Pranesh was playing Fabi. He was very close, but oh, by the way, Queen f6. Maybe Queen is trying to reroute itself to d6. That's is the only chance.
Harshit bhai, any chance for Pragg? What do you think?
Rook h2. Okay, I mean, to be
Practically.
honest, not really. Because if you think about it, White's king is very safe. King g1 is one move that comes to my mind right now. And the black king on d8 is actually very, very vulnerable. Rook c1, rook c5 is coming. He's trying though. He's trying to go a5, a4, do something. I don't know if it's going to be enough. The g pawns are also doubled, so we can't go h5 and kick that bishop away from g4. Levon plays so simply, yeah. a3, just trying to keep control of the position.
And Pragg wants to bring his rook from here to attack this pawn.
Yeah. Rook a6, trying to do a rook lift, but it's a bit unclear where that lift is going by.
ऊंची है building. Lift तेरी बंद है. Do you know this song, Harshit bhai?
कौन सा भाई?
ऊंची है building.
नहीं भाई, ये
नहीं?
नहीं भाई.
Guys, this is before Harshit bhai's time. Very famous song.
Okay, knight f5 is trying to jump to h4 and then queen d5, maybe potentially have some threats on the light squares, but the rook on h2 is an amazing defender. Yeah, guys, this is looking tough for Pragg right now.
Even Pragg, I mean, what should he do? That's a big question. And such positions, I think a player of Levon's experience does not mess up.
Yeah, I mean, knight c7, knight h4, he goes for it. Makes sense, like he's trying to create counterplay.
He wants to
I
give a
wanted
check.
to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Do you think that being in the European time zone where they start playing in the afternoon and then it goes on in like they play until their evening, do you think that gives them an advantage
I guess so,
compared
but
to Indian players? Just to
I
come,
mean,
yeah,
the
Indian
Indian
players
players
who play
generally
very
are,
late.
don't think go to sleep soon, all of them.
Mhm.
So for them, it must be pretty okay. But yeah, it's, I don't know, maybe for some players, it might be really tough. Yeah, if you are following a routine of sleeping on time and so on.
Yeah, definitely something to consider because I know some players who purposely travel to Europe so that they're in a better time zone.
Wow.
Guys, this is a huge event. Don't, I mean, there's a lot at stake.
I mean, the
They're trying,
qualification to EWC.
exactly. I mean, this is huge. So, I mean, the players want to be in ideal situations and perfect conditions to be able to play their best. Rook f3, his position seems to have improved a bit. Practically, I have to say, because now he doesn't have the light squared bishop. Queen h5 now. Somehow the rook on b6 needs to join the party. Then it's going to be very interesting.
Like this.
Yeah, rook b5.
But these two central pawns
Yeah,
are not going to allow it.
Queen h5. He's trying to do something, but it's not so easy.
Kaustup Katule asks a question to you, Harshit bhai. Who do you think will win this tournament and why?
I have to say, based on the little, like the little I've checked in this tournament, Magnus seems to be doing really well. Besides that, I have to say, I would not be surprised at all if Arjun wins this event.
Whoa.
Because he has always been one of the most impressive players online. We've seen him win Freestyle Fridays quite often. He's always been one of the top finishers in Title Tuesday. And I think this would be a great breakthrough for him to to actually win, and when everyone is playing and the stakes are the highest. Rook d3 played by Levon, trying to just exchange the most active piece of black right now, which is the rook on f3.
Right.
And this
Also
is a
for Arjun, it's much more important to qualify, I believe, because he already represents a team, Gen G, while Pragg and Gukesh don't really have a team as of now.
Mhm.
But they might get one. This move Rook d6 is played against e5. Somehow Pragg has been just hanging in there,
Yeah,
and
and the longer you hang in, the more difficult it becomes for your opponent to finish you. Now he wants to go knight g6, knight f4. He's two moves away from creating real counter attack on white's king. But of course, that's the thing. Yeah, it's two. He's never going to get those two moves.
two
Queen
moves
e3,
is too
exactly.
much.
Queen e3 is stopping all sorts of black's counterplay. G5 pawn marrai. If you try to protect that, then the e5 pawn will start rolling. This is trouble.
Yeah, big problems here for Pragg. Also, time wise, there's no increment. So these are like last 2 minutes left for Pragg.
Yeah, there
Oh,
was a dialogue in uh, the
by the way,
movie.
Harshit
Eh,
Bhai, just
What happened?
before you tell a dialogue, big news.
Really?
Arjun, because of his result today, has already qualified to EWC.
Wow,
Yes, because he will now
that's
make
huge.
some points. No, from here he had already 40 points, and I think it's good enough for him. That's huge. Yeah,
Wow.
you were saying something.
Yeah, there was a dialogue. I mean, talking about time, there was a dialogue in the movie, um, in Mission Impossible.
Hmm.
What separates a good pickpocketer from a great pickpocketer? Timing.
Time. अरे क्या बात है. Also, what separates a good chess player from bad chess player? Timing. Ti- Bad chess player always attacks at the wrong time.
Mhm. But that's amazing to hear that Arjun is already qualified. So he's one of two Indians who has already qualified for Riyadh. Gukesh has already qualified, right?
No, no, no.
What?
Gukesh has not qualified. From where?
As
Unless
being
they
a
give a wild card to a world champion, but that's
Oh,
not.
I thought that Gukesh is already there.
No,
Bhai.
bhai. He does not
Oh,
even have, like, until now, he's not in any team also.
oh wow. Okay, but by the way, coming back to this game, this is
This
completely
is done.
completely
This is
lost.
done
Yeah.
now. He's completely cooked.
Mhm.
Bishop c3 with the idea of queen c7 check and g7 falling is game over. No, great game by Levon actually, must say. Pragg got outplayed fair and square right from the start.
Yeah, and it's even hard to pinpoint one move where he went wrong. Maybe Bishop G4 was the beginning of his trouble in the opening. Because after that, Queen B3 and then the B7 and D5 pawns just became too weak actually.
Yeah. By the way, he went here. There was just mate. Yeah, it was just finito. Here check, king here,
Queen
check,
E6, yeah. King F8, Bishop B4.
mate tha, but
Mate.
instead he played rook g4.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and yeah, he's just like basically making moves because there's also no increment, so he can even win on time.
Yeah.
One person asked, what's EWC? Guys, EWC is the Esports World Cup that's going to happen in Riyadh, and they've included chess for the first time with a massive prize fund. And this tournament is a qualification tournament to to select for the Esports World Cup.
Yeah. And meanwhile, we have Gukesh, who has been eliminated today by losing to Fedoeev and Arjun. And
Mhm.
now Pragg is about to resign here. He lost to Ding and will maybe lose this to Aronian. So, yeah, there you can see despair on Pragg's face.
Yeah, tough. He resigns. Yeah. He's not happy there.
Yes.
Look, and Aronian with a smile on his face,
Smile.
rightfully
Very
so. I
happy
mean,
actually to beat Pragg.
yeah, I mean, Pragg is, regardless of the time control, he will be one of the strongest players in the world, and for sure, a well-deserved smile on the face of Levon. And yeah, this concludes the games of the Indian players from today's tournament.
Yeah. And I mean, right now we have other games going on, which is between, I think Magnus already finished, yeah, against MVL. Because I think Magnus won the third game also. So he moves to the
Yes,
semis.
Magnus has won 3-0.
So tomorrow,
Nodirbek is also going to qualify.
acha, nice.
Nodirbek is 1.5 currently, and he's completely winning in the third game against Wei Yi, so he's going to qualify as well. By Ding Liren, bhai, can we just briefly check that game?
Ding versus Hikaru.
Yes,
Let's go for
because
it.
Hikaru is leading 2-0, but Ding is winning the third game with black.
Wow. By Ding winning against Hikaru. Look at Hikaru.
Exactly. And then that means that in the fourth game, Ding has to win on demand with the white pieces. So this is actually super interesting, bhai. But of course, I mean, you are super tired. You have been commenting for a long time, so it's okay if you just want to take some rest, bhai.
Yes, for sure, bhai. I will just take a. No, I mean, we can see this game because it's only 1 minute per side left without increment.
Mhm.
So it's worthwhile seeing this.
Yeah, because I think for Ding Liren, this is a big result.
Yeah. No, I do get this sense that Ding looks so much more relaxed. But
C3D,
he
what?
goes wrong.
E4.
By the way, Jubin Desai, thank you for becoming a backer here,
Bhai,
believer
kya
of
ho gaya,
Indian
bhai?
chess. 4 versus 3.
Completely winning. I mean, he still has big chances because there's no increment actually. Bhai, this will be very exciting. Hikaru with the experience and 15 seconds
There
like
is no way you can
Ding.
beat Hikaru here.
Bhai, but he has 15 seconds more. But I don't know if Ding is fast enough to flag Hikaru here.
Yeah, I
Threatening E3.
personally think there's no chance that Hikaru loses this.
At some point he should go E3. Not yet. Not yet. It's possible. Maybe G5. Try to put some pressure. Yes, he goes for it at FG. Try to create an edged pass pawn. What? And Ding Liren was like making some gesture. Maybe someone entered his room. Ding is like, bhai, groom se niklo mere.
What about take here? Isn't that draw like here? Rook e4.
But he played King F5. It was black to play.
It was black to play. Sorry.
King E4, and the clock is about equal now. 8 seconds
But
more.
nice that Ding is able to keep his time lead.
Yeah, but now the time lead is evaporating. Bhai, yes, Rook E2. Maybe some mosquitoes there because he's really making some gestures with his hand, bhai.
Now Hikaru has more time.
Yeah.
He could also flag.
H4? What was that?
अभी खेलेगा कोई?
Okay, I think, yeah, draw. What?
Yeah. So Hikaru
Yeah,
qualifies,
lovely.
yeah?
Yeah. So no more excitement there in this match. Tomorrow will be a very exciting day as Arjun will try to qualify. Even the other two Indians still have a chance, right?
No. Now it's done because they
Only
lost
Arjun has
two.
a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both
Only
are out.
Arjun. We will have Arjun, our only Indian, trying to qualify to, the EWC. Maybe he's still qualified, but it would still be nice if he can perform well.
Yeah.
Sagar bhai,
Yes, bhai.
we'll
I'm going
conclude for today.
going
Get
to
some
sleep
rest.
now.
Yes.
Just so that people know what to expect for tomorrow, I'm going to just show them the the pairings and the standings. So you also know, Harshit bhai, what will be coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, Sagar bhai, interesting question. Is it mandatory to get signed in a team to play in
Yes.
the esports? Okay.
Yes. Without being, because it's like not an individual tournament, it's an esports event. So you have to be part of a team.
Okay. Yeah, that's great to know.
So
But
just so that we know what to expect tomorrow, because both sections, uh, these were the final matches. Here we go. So in the Rashid bhai, are you able to see?
yes,
So here, if we see, this is the main bracket. We have Magnus moving forward, and he will face Nodirbek
Nodirbek.
tomorrow in the semis.
And then we will have in the second semifinals Hikaru Nakamura against Vladimir Fedoeev. And the
Oh, but
winner
it's still
oh, it's 2-1. Okay, okay. So they're still playing actually.
playing, but maybe Fedoseev goes through here.
Mhm.
So imagine Hikaru versus Magnus again coming up. But in the losers bracket, we will have Caruana moving ahead. We will have Artemiev moving ahead, Levon moving
Levon
ahead,
and Arjun
and
moving ahead.
Arjun. But they are not going to play each other. They will
Yes.
play the losers of these. So here you will have
Arjun is playing
MVL.
against Maxim.
Yeah.
Then Levon is going to be playing against Nodirbek.
Wei Yi,
Oh,
right?
Wei, sorry. Yes. So, yes, it will be interesting tomorrow.
So a lot of exciting things to watch out for. And Harshit bhai, always interesting that when you joined today, you also watched a movie, which is amazing.
Yes,
And
bye.
are you also planning to watch a movie tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think this speed chess, like this qualifiers, will be a big movie by so many exciting games happening. So, I think for me tomorrow, this will be on the agenda.
Yes, so it'll be Arjun versus MVL, which will be great fun to follow. But today, Gukesh and Pragg have both been knocked out. Thank you so much, Harshit bhai, for joining
Yes,
in.
bye.
And
Was
thank
fun.
you all for watching this. Take care. Oh, by the way, Saksham says Fedoseev checkmated Nepo with 1 second left.
Oh, crazy.
What the hell? फेडोसियो को क्या हो गया है यार?
Or वो भी like on 1 second, like just imagine, yeah, like it's epic.
It's too good, guys. Check out that game and see you all soon. Bye bye.